as we celebrate the Apostle James today, there's an interesting little tidbit from the Scriptures that they're the only apostles in the Scriptures for whom we encounter both their mother and their father, because James and John are with their father mending their nets when Jesus calls them, and we have this moment when their mother is with them, acting as the true helicopter parent, coming in to advocate. Maybe St. James or James's mother can serve as the patron to helicopter parents today. In some respects, you can't blame any parent for wanting to make sure that their children are provided for. And she has that ultimate long-term vision about heaven, that she can see something in Jesus and wants to make sure that there's a place for her sons in his kingdom. And maybe that's a little self-serving, thinking that if they get their place, then she will certainly have hers. But it's the natural instinct of the parent. And perhaps what she represents is every parent presenting their child for baptism, saying, I want for my child to have a place in heaven. And baptism is the beginning of that. But there's something else at work. As Jesus chastises her and James and John, who might be kind of suffering from a bit of embarrassment that their mother is there advocating for them, I would certainly be. My parents are away this week, so I don't have to worry about my mother sitting here. One can only imagine simply the desire to be close to Jesus. And all of us want that. We would not be here if we did not want to be close to Jesus. And we rejoice in the fact that he desires to be with us. As he is named Emmanuel, God with us, we can vision ourselves or see ourselves as us with God. And that's essentially what James and John's mother is asking for them to be with God. There's a difference, really, I think, between God with us and us with God. God with us is God in the form, in the person of Jesus, in his Son, with us in all things but sin, with us in suffering, with us in pain, with us because he is at the cross. And if we want to be with him, we have to allow that accompaniment to include not just the victory, but the suffering. And that's what we prayed with the psalmist today. Those who sow in tears shall reap rejoicing. You can't have the reaping of the harvest without the work of it. We don't have the rewards of discipleship without the work of discipleship, of following Jesus, not just skipping ahead to the end, but with him in all things. And we need it to be so that we recognize that God is with us even in our struggles, because he came to save us from all of that by entering into it. We need Jesus to be with us in our sorrows, in our sufferings, so that we can be with him in the victory. Sowing in tears so that we can reap rejoicing. Let's follow the example of James in the desire and the longing for what comes in the victory of heaven, but also recognizing the work of discipleship along the way.